Today's fun fact of the day has to do with businesses. Did you know that the original word for business comes from the Northumbrian word busyness? The original meaning was careful, anxious, and busy. It was the state of being busy or occupied with things. And I remember when I was first growing up, it was very common to have people ask, "What is your occupation?" And that meant, "What work do you do?" Or "What are you occupied with?" The word business comes from the idea of being busy. It quite literally means busyness. The idea of constantly being in a state of busyness is what people believed that running a business is all about. Rushing here, rushing there, dealing with 35,000 things. No time for anything. Feeling like you need to play catch up with this to-do list and that to-do list and this task that needs to be done. Now, what is critical is that we feel like this not just in business, but in our jobs as well. Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast, the podcast where we evolve into the best versions of ourselves, one awesome habit at a time. Now, today's podcast is not about businesses. Today, it's about the busyness mindset. This is the mindset that some people have where they feel that they need to always be doing something. The feeling of being busy makes them feel that they are doing something worthwhile. Many clients of mine are plagued with this mindset. It is these three big issues. The first is that they cannot relax. They're constantly running around. They have no sense of calm. Being around them feels like you're in a whirlwind dancing around. All the peace is disturbed. And most importantly, their inner peace is disturbed. And hence they find it very difficult to calm down. The second big concern with this whole busyness mindset is they're constantly looking for problems to solve. They need something to be in a state of disaster or a distraction around them in order to be able to be busy. Ask yourself, is this you? If it is, then I want you to become even more aware of what happens next, which is called self-sabotage. This is when you purposely do things that can be disastrous, that can cause issues in the future. You leave things halfway done so that you have something to keep you busy in the future. Or you take too much on your plate so that you get that sense of busyness. Now, the final issue with being busy and busyness as a mindset is that it always eventually starts to affect your health. Your immunity goes down. Your sleep gets affected. You open yourself up to all sorts of lifestyle-related illnesses. Curing these takes a long time and you require a lot of patience. With a busyness mindset, you do not have that kind of time or that kind of patience. So in order to stop being busy all the time, the first thing I want you to do is find out if you have a busyness mindset. Is it something that you are constantly occupied with? Knowing this and accepting this is the first step of making a change. The next thing to do is get rid of all the time-consuming things in your life that are not productive in nature. Things that keep you busy but do not add to the quality of your life or to the income that you have. You will have to be absolutely ruthless with cutting these things out of your life. They will all feel like super important things. They will feel like there is no way out of it, but you have to do it. It is like minimalism. Only do the things that matter the most. Busy activities are like quicksand. They just keep sucking you in and gobbling you up. So your super simple habit starts by realizing what are the things that keep you busy. Then start getting rid of these activities. Don't get sucked into them. Don't attach yourself and your self-worth to these activities. Instead, get into the habit of asking yourself, is this productive or is it busyness? If it's unproductive busyness, get rid of it. And you'll notice that most of the things that are there in your schedule are unproductive busyness activities. Bring a sense of freedom and calm back into your life. Because when you make space for things, new things can come in that will really help you in your life, making you more productive. I'm Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. If you like this episode, don't forget to hit subscribe. Also give us a rating. It really helps with people discovering the podcast. If you like podcasts like this, check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can also watch all the episodes on the Habit Coach Awesome 180 YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. You can also reach out to me. I am Ashdin Doc at Twitter and Instagram. You can connect with me on my website, awesome180.com. You can also check out my 2 new books, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, and the second, The Book of Good Habits for Kids. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach.
IVM.